Business Guide, demystifying AI right now. It's free to you at netsuite.com/Kim. That's netsuite.com/Kim, netsuite.com/Kim.
Talkback is sponsored by The Clinics. With 18 providers and 3 locations, someone can see you today.
It's Talkback, Central Louisiana's longest-running talk show. Whether it's the guests or the callers, Talkback is where Central Louisiana begins its conversation.
All right. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Talkback here on your Monday. Al Quartermont along with Stephen Maxwell. Hope you had a great weekend and are looking forward to a really good week. We got some rain finally. Boy, it did rain Saturday night into Sunday and then cooled things off. Yesterday was an absolutely spectacular day. And today looks like it'll be the same. How are you, Stephen?
Good. Yeah, nice day and a little chilly yesterday.
Yeah.
Got up for church in the morning and had to go back in and put some layers on.
And then I'm sure when you took the dog for a walk this morning, it was a little cool out there.
It was a little nippy, as they say. Not as cold as Sunday, but it was unexpected.
Yeah.
Only I'd watched the weather. I would have known.
You need to. What's up with that?
I'm weathered out. I like Nick, but I'm more of a severe weather kind of guy.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, that does make sense. Yeah. That makes sense. All right. Well, today is April 20th, 420.
Oh, it's an important day for you.
420 day, yes.
It's like your favorite holiday. Sometimes I wonder.
What are you, high?
Sometimes I wonder if we all need it. So.
Yeah, today is known, and you'll probably hear stories about this, as National Weed Day. I guess they call it a high holiday.
It's make you feel jolly.
The legend started in 1971 when some high school buddies in California, of course, California, came up with a plan to find a hidden marijuana farm and agreed to meet at exactly 4:20 p.m. So that's your origin of it. Maybe you'll celebrate by watching a Cheech and Chong movie.
Is that really what?
That's really what led to it, I guess.
Yeah, we're gonna meet at 4:20, man.
And it says they weren't even high when they came up with the plan.
I'll play that song that we played the other day because I got high. You could play that in celebration.
Oh, that's right.
What's his name?
The guy with the red, white, and blue suit that won the
trial.
The lawsuit case. Oh, yeah.
I was going to clean his room, but then he got high.
Yeah. Now, when I was a kid growing up in the 70s, Cheech and Chong were kind of a big thing. Do you know them? Are you familiar with them?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Which I think they're into some kind of they sell some kind of marijuana product now.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah. But that was one of those movies when I was a kid. I was like a kid. I mean, like 12, 13 years old. The triple feature night at the Majestic Theater in Cudahy. It'd be 3 movies for $1. And it was always like Blues Brothers, Meatballs, and Cheech and Chong. So, yeah. That was my exposure to that culture, I guess you could say.
The teenage movies of everyone's day.
Yeah.
What was the biggest teenage movie of your day?
The biggest teenage movie of my day? Wow. Maybe Caddyshack?
Caddyshack? Okay.
Yeah. That was a pretty good one.
Dang.
Have you ever seen it?
Parts of it, honestly.
Just parts of it?
Yeah.
Wow. Probably the most quoted movie ever. At least among Gen Xers. Has to be up there.
Our biggest 2 were Hangover and Superbad.
Okay.
Superbad was a big one.
Yeah.
I wonder what McLovin is up to these days. I'm trying to look it up, the character.
I don't know that I've ever seen that one.
You've never seen Superbad?
I don't think so.
I don't know if you should watch it. I'm trying to remember how bad it was.
Yeah.
But it was a long time ago.
Probably not good.
No.
Oh,
I don't want to watch it at another job.
It's also Patriots Day today, so they'll have the Boston Marathon coming up this morning. They've been running that since 1987, the world's oldest annual run. And then when the race is over, it'll be a little baseball. The Red Sox take on the Tigers in the annual Patriots Day game getting underway at 11 this morning.
I hate the Patriots.
Well, I know you hate the New England Patriots, like the football team. But I hope.
Oh, this is like okay.
This is like actual
American
Patriots. Yeah.
Well, we don't hate them.
No. America with a capital A.
I don't really hate New England anymore like I used to. But the fact they went to the Super Bowl kind of annoys me already.
Yeah.
How come they just keep to go and go back and go back?
Right.
I guess Robert Kraft was the one who actually sold his soul to the devil, not Bill Belichick or Tom Brady.
Apparently so. However, if the NFL officials hadn't messed up that one call in the Broncos game, maybe the Broncos go. But
typical Patriots, that's how they get in.
But also, if Bo Nix doesn't break his foot or his ankle, whatever, on the last play of the game before.
Well, you know what they say about ifs and candy and nuts, right?
So. That's right. Kind of sports news related, although not the same thing. But WWE had WrestleMania this weekend, a 2-night event now. They've made it 2 days, basically. I just saw your face.
I saw a news story. I'm listening, though.
Oh. About WrestleMania?
No, it's, well.
Okay. Well,
we'll get to it. Do you see the Jesus statue video?
No.
Okay, we'll get to that later.
Okay. So, yeah, WrestleMania over the weekend. And like I said,
Vegas is
still
pretty cool.
Next year they're having it in Saudi Arabia, I believe.
Oh.
Yeah, fans are not happy. Yeah. But probably the big match of the end ended up CM Punk against Roman Reigns. I don't know if you ever either of those.
No, I have not.
Came in as the current heavyweight champion. They had an unbelievable match last night. It was so well done. And Roman Reigns ended up winning when Punk just basically collapsed from sheer exhaustion from it was honestly one of the best matches I've ever seen. They were both so good. And I was rooting for Punk, but he didn't win. So Roman Reigns is your winner. Also, dramatic match yesterday was a new wrestler to the scene, big dude named Oba Femi. He is a monster. And he took on another monster, Brock Lesnar. Have you ever heard of Brock Lesnar?
Yeah.
Okay, so you know who Brock Lesnar is. So Femi ended up winning that match, and then Lesnar, after he was done, kind of sat in the middle of the ring, took off his shoes, took off his gloves, took off his belt, and then just left it. A sign basically that he's retiring.
Huh.
So crowd was chanting, "Thank you, Brock." So Lesnar is a really amazing story. I remember when he was a college wrestler. So he won an NCAA wrestling championship, then joined the WWE, signed with the Vikings for a little while, then went to the UFC, won the UFC heavyweight championship, came back to WWE, ended the Undertaker streak back in, I think it was 2015. That was in New Orleans. Everyone was shocked. And then has wrestled another 12 years, now retired. All of which comes before the Cowboys have made it back to an NFC championship game. To put that in perspective.
You ain't lying.
Yeah.
What about the Brewers? Come on, man. Now, Brock I like his new look. His like samurai hair and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. He's been.
That's pretty cool.
But this guy, Femi, took Lesnar's shots and then just gave them right back. I mean, he is a monster. And kind of, there is a new kind of generation of talent coming up in
tubers doing some sort of wrestling match at it, like Logan Paul.
Yeah, Logan Paul is very good. Actually, he is the ultimate heel. That means he's a bad guy.
Oh, okay.
But he is no slouch when it comes. Like his abilities are really good, like surprisingly good. Yeah, they had a couple of, outside type people get involved. Probably the biggest one was Saturday night. The main event was Cody Rhodes against Randy Orton. In the last month or so, they had Orton kind of turn heel and getting advice from Pat McAfee. So McAfee got kind of in the middle of all of this, and cringingly so. It's like, okay, ESPN, we know that you have the rights to it now, but nobody wants to see Pat McAfee.
Yeah.
You know, so he's trying to be like this heel guy too, and interfering in the match a little bit, and then you know Jelly Roll also. So,
oh my God.
But Jelly Roll took out McAfee, so they weren't as much involved until the very end. But then McAfee came running out because the referee got knocked out, and then he was able to tried to count out Cody Rhodes, but then Cody ended up winning the match. And then Randy Orton did the RKO on Pat McAfee.
Well, that's why we like the WWE. Why you like it and everyone else should is because we know it's fake.
Yes.
But the NFL acts like it's real all the time. So
right.
It's just, you know.
Yeah. Not fake as much as it is scripted.
That's why, I mean.
Because you can say something is fake, but when guys are jumping off the top of the ring post onto someone laying on a table, like the announcer table, like.
Well, you know what I mean. Scripted is better.
Fake or not, like these guys are ridiculous in what they can do, athletically speaking.
No, for sure.
You know, I mean.
I meant to say scripted's better.
Right, right. It has a predetermined outcome, let's put it that way.
No, for sure.
And so does the NFL, apparently.
Well, if they would write it, it would make more sense if they let the Cowboys win once in a while. But
you would think.
Maybe they make more money by them never winning. I don't know.
Maybe that's it. Maybe that's it.
What I was saying, I know I got everyone off topic there. I sent you the story, Al, on your email.
All right. I'll check it out.
We'll look at it.
All right. Well, we'll take a break. When we come back, we have a pretty serious story we wanted to get into. Wanted to keep it a little bit light to start out. And, of course, we'll take your phone calls on the BOM Bank Talk line coming up next here on Talkback.
Talkback is sponsored by The Clinics. With 18 providers and 3 locations, someone can see you today.
This is the Bloomberg Money Minute. The White House is considering tougher trade rules that would make it more expensive to import cars into the U.S. Sources tell Bloomberg the Trump administration has discussed requiring vehicle import. Another option would limit the ability of automakers to lower their tariff rates under the U.S.-Mexico-Canada Free Trade Agreement. No comment from the White House. Turning to Wall Street action, stock futures are under pressure this morning after a turbulent weekend in the Middle East. Peace talks between Washington and Iran thrown into uncertainty. On Friday, the Dow soared 869 points to wrap up the session. And the owner of Dunkin' and Arby's is one step closer to becoming a public company. Sources tell us the banks have been picked to work on the initial public offering of Inspire brands. JP Morgan, Chase, and Bank of America are said to be among the financial firms that have been selected for the listing. Inspire's other brands include Sonic and Buffalo Wild Wings. Courtney Donahoe, Bloomberg Radio.
What's happening at your library this spring? Everything. At Rapides Parish Library, there's something for everyone. We have book clubs, classes, and fun for all ages, all free. Adults, check out our painting classes, gardening workshops, and enjoy a live cooking demo. Kids, you can make slime, learn to draw cartoons, and more hands-on fun. Whatever your age or interest, we've got you covered. Visit your RPL library this spring. We promise you'll find something for you.
Well, I hope you enjoyed your weekend. Good day today with sunny skies. 78 for the afternoon high. We'll see a light northeast breeze becoming easterly during the afternoon at about 5 to 10. Partly cloudy tonight. We'll get down to 52 for the overnight low. Then clouds roll into the weather picture for the next couple of days on Tuesday and Wednesday with a slight chance of some showers both days. From the Sedlaw Broadcasting Weather Center, I'm Dave Grayson.
If you'd like to take part in the show today, call the BOM Bank Talk line at 442-8255. That's 442-TALK. And remember, if you're looking to purchase or refinance your home, call Christina Bagwell at the BOM Bank Mortgage Department at 448-2430.
970 AM, 104.9 FM, KSYO. Now back to Talkback.
All right, we are back, and let's go to the phones as we start things out. Good morning, you're on Talkback.
Oh, good morning from your friend from the parish. I want to step back, if I could, to the first topic and wish y'all a happy, what did you say, pot day or marijuana day or something?
420
of that.
day. Yeah, they call it.
Yeah.
National
Yeah,
Weed Day.
Oh, there you go. Weed. I'm sorry. All right. Anyway, it brought me, when you mentioned Cheech and Chong, I don't know, probably neither one of y'all were either born or lived here at the time, but there used to be a drive-in at the North Traffic Circle, which doesn't exist anymore. It's kind of hard to describe where it's at or close to where it's at, but at any rate, there was a North Traffic Circle, and there was a drive-in theater located. In fact, the sign is still there. I'd have to show it to you, but the old sign to it is still there to this day. At any rate, the last movie I saw there was a movie. We took my girlfriend there. Was Up in Smoke. Cheech and Chong.
Yep.
So that was the last movie I saw there. Anyway, when y'all brought Cheech and Chong up and National Weed Day or whatever, it made me think of that period in my life of going to. That was probably about 1974. I want to say something like that. Anyway, that's it. Y'all have a great day. Talk to y'all later.
Up in Smoke is one of the movies I used to see at that theater I was telling you about too. So, where they make the vehicle out of marijuana and then it catches on fire.
Yeah.
So dumb. So stupid. How did we go for that stuff? You know.
I don't know, but it was nice with the drive-in movie. You could go and do things with your girlfriend. But anyway, and watch a movie at the same time. It was a good setup. But we still had those.
I think in the 50s they called that necking, wasn't it? What they did?
I don't know. 50s a little bit older than me, but
if you watch Happy Days, that's what they said that they would do.
Yeah, something like that. Anyway, y'all have a great day.
Thank you, man. Appreciate doing stuff with your girlfriend at the drive-in. Steven, you've never had a drive-in movie experience?
No, so I'm not I'm a good kid.
Yeah.
Always was.
Yeah, all of our boomer generation is recalling fond memories now.
I bet.
Yeah.
Bringing up some old stuff, huh?
Yep.
What was that news
Paradise
clip?
by the dashboard lights.
What was that? What was that news clip where the anchor didn't know what canoodling meant, and he said it to the reporter, and she was like, "Excuse me." He's like, "I didn't know what it meant."
That's right. I do remember that too. Oh man. All right. Well, let's kind of get to some heavier topics this morning. Let's start first with a local story, which is yesterday. RPSO announced that they had closed off, and let me see if I can find the Bulow boat ramp. That happened yesterday afternoon after reports of a boat that had capsized and that one of the individuals in the boat was missing, correct?
Yes. Yeah.
Is there any update on that?
Nothing this morning that I could see.
Okay. So the search and rescue crews were out there. So apparently the boat had 3 people in it, capsized with 2 people making it to shore, but 1 person is missing. So,
yeah.
Gosh, hate to hear that.
Horrible story. Hope they can get some closure.
Yeah. And then the other story, it's even made national news, sadly, and this probably hits you a little more than even me, is the fact that you worked there up in Shreveport for a few years. But just a grisly story yesterday after the news came out that 8 children and 2 adults had been shot in what appears to have been a domestic violence incident yesterday morning. 7 siblings and a cousin. Those children, 8 of them, 3 boys and 5 girls, ages 3 to 11, shot and killed. Ugh. And it was by their father.
Yeah.
Or father of 7 of the 8.
Yes. You can see his previous mugshot if you go to Dominique Ben, KSLA. She's a reporter over there, a longtime reporter there. And I reached out to her yesterday and said, hey, I'm praying for y'all, thinking of you, because being around that kind of stuff and tragedy just kills you. And I know SPD, and I saw one of the Shreveport councilwomen, Miss Tabitha, give a speech too, just very passionate, almost bawling at the microphone because it's a horrible story. Yeah. And it's one that's shocking, made national news, and you just hope the best for them. And the mothers did live.
Yeah.
And I just can't even remotely fathom what they're going through right now.
They say a ninth child, a 13-year-old boy, had jumped off the roof of the home and was able to get away. He had some broken bones, but will be okay. The children identified as 3-year-old Jayla Elkins, 5-year-old Shayla Elkins, 6-year-old Kayla Pugh, 7-year-old Layla Pugh, 10-year-old Markaden Pugh, 11-year-old Soraya Snow, 6-year-old Kadarian Snow, and 5-year-old Braylon Snow.
Probably one of the worst stories I've heard in Louisiana for sure.
Yeah.
I couldn't imagine a father doing that. And you see his pictures, and I don't know, it's just tough, man. It's tough.
Police say the incident started on Harrison Street in Shreveport, where Elkins' wife was shot. He then reportedly went to the second home involved on West 79th Street near Linwood and shot the second woman as well as the children. Police say a total of 10 people were shot, the only survivors being the 2 women. Officials say they're still gathering details about the crime, which extends across 4 locations, including 2 homes in which gunshot victims were found. The scene of a carjacking in which Elkins reportedly stole a car, and the scene where he was shot dead in Bossier City after a police chase.
Did they determine whether you might have just said it now, that he committed suicide or was shot by police?
So, yeah, he had stolen a car, and I heard on CBS radio this morning, stopped a car, hijacked it at gunpoint, led police on a chase across several parishes. It finally ended in Bossier City, and he was shot by police, shot and killed by police. So they say it's not sure. Well, it says he died from a gunshot wound. Unclear whether he died at his own hands or from police. State police is investigating that.
One of the worst stories I've ever heard, like I said, and I think one of the mothers, not to be graphic, was shot in the face too.
Gosh.
Yeah. And so,
yeah,
thinking of everyone over there, and just the first responders who have to also respond to that, and
right,
their lives are changed forever too. It's just something you never want to see.
Yeah,
those poor babies.
Yeah, Mayor Tom Martineau said this might be the worst tragic situation the city's ever had. Just a terrible morning.
And they've had some bad ones. I've covered some in the day. I did a lot of cold case stories there, and there are some bad ones, but this one is probably the worst. It's horrible.
Yeah, I'm sure more information will come out as police investigate it, but, and law enforcement will tell you the worst incidences that they deal with are always usually domestic related. It's like sometimes somebody will just snap for whatever reason, but that's just horrible. I mean, to kill your own children. And CBS reported it that a lot of them were killed execution style. While others were shot while trying to run away. They said that one of the girls, they found her body like next to the home. No, it was on the roof. She was trying to get away. Just sickening.
And I can try and find the clips too. KSLA interviewed someone that kind of knew the suspect. And she goes, I remember him, and he would come into my store, and it's like he had no soul behind his eyes. There was nothing there. She goes, NPC, non-player character. That was him. And I can try and send you the clip here, and you can play it. But yeah, it was.
Which, when it's something like that, there probably was a history of drug use.
Could be. I know he had a DUI at one point. He was arrested for having a weapon on school property of some sort. I texted it to you if you want to send it to your email and play it later. But
okay. Yeah.
Yeah, tough one for that community. And Freeport's, significantly bigger than Alexandria, but it's still a small town.
Yeah.
And so I know they're hurting. And that was in the Cedar Grove neighborhood. And so, yeah, it was a rough one. And will be.
Mm-hmm. All right, we'll be right back.
KSYL.
Need office supplies, janitorial supplies, or office furniture, either new or pre-owned? Then look no further than DTW Office Supply, with wholesale prices on a large selection of top quality products, all with the personalized hometown service that you deserve. We're proud to serve the entire state of Louisiana with daily deliveries right to your door. Visit us today at 1219 MacArthur Drive or online at dtwofficesupply.com. That's DTW Office Supply, your trusted partner for all of your office needs. Quality, value, service.
Attention all real estate agents, property owners, and lenders. When you or a client needs a real estate attorney, call the professionals at Thompson Law Firm. Whether the legal matter is basic or complex, the Thompson Law Firm can accurately guide you or your client to a successful outcome. That's why numerous industry professionals have trusted the Thompson Law Firm for years. They also handle estate planning, successions, and business law. Call them at 473-0052. I am a paid non-client attorney spokesperson.
970 AM, 104.9 FM, KSYO. To take part in the show, call 442-8255. That's 442-TALK back.
All right, that was a quick break. Stephen and I back with you again. And we're just talking about the terrible story of what happened in Shreveport yesterday. 8 children shot and killed, 2 women shot and injured. Just a story that has gripped that community like few ever have or ever really can. Gosh, and I'm looking at Dominique, your former colleague's Facebook page, talking about how the coroner is working to identify the victims. Can you imagine the work that these people like the coroners have to do in that situation?
That's what I'm saying. I just don't know how people can do that.
Yeah.
And
I know
pray for them.
Our Rapides Parish coroner does listen to the show. If he wants to call in and weigh in on what that work is like, that'd be fine. But man,
it's when we got home from church, my wife was like, because I was a little bit later getting back home, and she's like, "Did you see this?" I was like, "What?" And she told me, and my jaw dropped.
Yeah. You
kind of just waited to see what happened. Checked up on everyone back in Shreveport because we lived there for about 2 years, and Dominique, I was talking to her on the phone, and she says, "This is the worst thing I've ever done." Had to be a part of.
Yeah.
And I can send you one of the city council women there. It's just tough sound for sure. Tabitha Taylor.
Is that the one where she breaks down?
Yeah. Councilwoman.
Yeah, I saw that members of the council had like a news conference.
I'll send it to you.
Yeah. All right, let's go to the phones right now. Good morning, you're on Talkback.
Yeah, you caught me like just right. Just right.
Yeah.
I think the word that I always use for this kind of work is dispassionate. Because you have to, and I'm a father myself, and you have to separate what would be very difficult, but separate your emotions from a job that must be carried out. These investigations have to be carried out. And you just get up every day, and God gives you the strength to do it. That's the only explanation I can give, but it's an unthinkable tragedy to that community.
Yeah.
Sadly, a reminder that this happens everywhere. So what happens is, with criminality involved, the investigation will generally involve an autopsy that would uphold the manner and cause of death, and that's what's ultimately used by law enforcement, if there is. Of course, there won't be any in this case, but to pursue legal action, and they have lots of them, is what I've learned from reading those stories up there. So it's a very grim task, and it just has to be carried out, sadly.
Dr. Jonathan Hunter is calling in. If you don't recognize the voice, he is the coroner for Rapides Parish. But I don't know how you guys do it still. I mean, like you said, you have to be dispassionate, but does it ever linger in your mind, like in the days after, when you have to look at
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, you wouldn't be human if it did. But the way I also look at it too, Al, is we provide a service to families, if such a thing can be said, because they need finality, they need justice, and what we do allows all of that to happen. So in the midst of tragedy, the work that we do is a service to them. So that's the other way I look at it. I've always said that about what we do as the coroner's office. We take care of our families, and be that in the midst of a psychiatric crisis or in tragic loss like this, the finality of the case must happen, and we are the entity that provides that.
Wow. Well, on that level, we definitely appreciate the work that you do, along with the detectives and the other police that are involved, because anytime something like this happens, just even when one person is shot and killed, it's terrible enough, let alone 8 children. I can't even imagine.
It's unfathomable. And you are right about law enforcement. We are very blessed in this parish that all of those entities are swimming in the same direction. The partnership that we have with our Alexandria Police Department, Pineville Police Department, RPSO, with the District Attorney's Office, we are all moving in the same direction. And as the coroner, I am blessed to have absolute consistent partnerships and support from all of those entities.
Yeah, absolutely. All right. Well, thank you for weighing in and just giving us your thoughts and perspective on all that. We appreciate you doing that.
Prayers for the family. Yes.
Yeah,
thank
absolutely.
you.
All right. Thank you, Jonathan Hunter, calling in here on Talkback. We'll take a quick break and come back.
Talkback is sponsored by The Clinics.
This is Dr. Jonathan Hunter. At the clinics, your health is our priority. Whether it's a routine checkup or ongoing care, we are here for you. Dr. Noah Miller, our newest family medicine physician, along with 5 other dedicated family physicians, are now accepting new patients. Schedule your appointment today. And remember, if you're ever admitted to the hospital, our doctors will see you there too. Most insurance and Medicare are accepted. The Clinics, 1587 North Bolton, 445-9823, online at theclinics.us.
Hello, I'm Mike Nichols, and I'm a candidate for Congress in the 4th Congressional District. With over 40 years of public service, I will fight for the people, not big government. As our congressman, I will work to make sure that the government spends our tax dollars wisely. I'm an American First candidate, with District 4 being a close second. Please vote for Mike Nichols, the right Mike for the job. Early voting begins May 2nd, and Election Day is May 16th. I paid for and endorsed this message.
Some smiles sound like this, while others sound this way. If you'd like to improve the way your smile sounds, the folks over at Today's Dental in Pineville can deliver. Over the years, hundreds of Central Louisiana patients have visited Today's Dental and then left completely satisfied. Their dental implant procedure is amazingly simple, low anxiety, and completely affordable. Today's technology makes your beautiful smile easier than ever. The staff at Today's Dental go out of their way to make you comfortable with calming in-office IV sedation that's administered by a highly skilled certified nurse and anesthetist. And their multiple finance options make the entire procedure truly affordable. Want your smile to sound better? Give Today's Dental a call at 318-448-4540. It's a general dental facility on Highway 28 East in Pineville, owned by Dr. Jonas Goche. That's 318-448-4540.
Consumer alert. The Louisiana Department of Insurance warns consumers to beware of unlicensed companies marketing themselves as health insurers. Innovative Partners and LifeX Research are 2 such companies targeting those seeking health insurance policies in Louisiana. The healthcare products they offer may not deliver the coverage you expect, leaving you responsible for full medical bills. If you have interacted with Innovative Partners, LifeX Research, or any suspicious entity offering health insurance, report it to LDI Consumer Services at 800-259-5300, extension 3. Before signing up for any healthcare policy, make sure the company is licensed to conduct business in Louisiana with the LDI Active Company Search Tool, available online at ldi.la.gov and on the LDI Connect mobile app. For questions or concerns about any insurance policy, reach out to the Louisiana Department of Insurance at 800-259-5300.
Tired of noisy neighbors? Want to keep pets in and problems out? Sounds like you need a Promo fence. At Promo Fencing and Lawn Care, our fences don't just work, they wow. From classic cedar and pine privacy fences to durable chain link, sleek metal, and aluminum, even decorative fencing. We've got something for every home, yard, or business, big or small, residential or commercial, all with free estimates, expert installs, and small town customer care. Promo Fencing and Lawn Care, fences that feel like home.
970 AM, 104.9 FM, KSYO. Now back to Talk Back.
We're standing in this place again. There are 8 children that are deceased. I can't be strong for you. I think about the mother and what this family has lost. I think about this community and what this community has lost. And I don't have the words to give you, and I'm sorry. I don't know what people think in the crevices of their mind to want to harm another human being, let alone that of children who have their whole life ahead of them. From what I've learned about this incident is that it's domestic in nature. That makes it even more horrific for all the fighting that we do as it relates to this. And maybe you can stand strong with this, but I can't without shedding tears of traumatic pain. I pain and I grieve for this family. I grieve for the lives that are lost, and I'm asking you to please utilize every resource that the sheriff has brought forth now when you know that these situations occur. We cannot be and make this a joke. This is not a freaking joke. This is real, and this is the result when someone snaps. So I'm going to ask the community, along with prayer, with every mental health consultant, counselor that is out here, this family and this community needs you. I need you. Because how do we get through this? How do we get to the next level? It is real, and this is wrong. And these are the tragedies when there are domestic violence or domestic disturbances in our community.
Shreveport City Councilwoman Tabitha Taylor, and you can just hear the raw emotion and the pain coming out after the incident yesterday in which her father shot 2 women, including his estranged wife, and then shot 8 children, 7 of which were his own. All right, let's go to the phones once again. Good morning, you're on Talkback.
Hey, good morning. Thanks for taking my call. The first 2 stories are linked. I don't know this for a fact, but I know that the use of marijuana increases psychotic episodes exponentially. And in my research to fight against drug legalization back in the 80s, I found that at the turn of the 20th century, Mexico actually led the way in outlawing marijuana use because of episodes like this. They called it reefer madness. And we followed Mexico, and for almost 100 years it was illegal. And now, because of the efforts of the left, it's becoming more accepted and legalized. It was made fun of in the 70s, but it was still illegal. And, since the 50s, we've been trying to live a life of hedonism, a life where we think there's no repercussions, there's no consequences for our actions. And that's false. God's word tells us, and experience ought to tell us, that there are repercussions for your actions. And when people imbibe substances that alter their mind, there are permanent, lifelong results. And I don't know that this guy was on marijuana, but I would be willing to bet it's better than even guess that he had some marijuana use in his past. And we think it's a victimless crime. They say, oh, my body, my choice. Yeah, but your choice makes you dangerous to other people. Now, we have a woman crying on announcing it, and all these lives are shattered. And so look it up. I challenge anyone who thinks that marijuana is a harmless drug to look it up. The Mexicans knew what they were doing, and of course they're still fighting it. But we're thinking, and I think it comes from hubris, an arrogance in us, that we think we can do whatever we want and we're strong. We can handle the consequences. No, we can't. There are things in this life that will make you do bad things. The human nature is already corrupt, but you add drugs to it and it gets exponentially worse. So my heart breaks for those families and those children, but there's more coming, because there's still people fighting to legalize this stuff and to make it acceptable. We laugh at it, but we laugh at it to our own peril. Anyway, thanks for letting me speak my piece. Y'all have a great day.
Thanks. Yeah, I know Alex Berenson has written quite a bit about that, about the links to kind of consistent marijuana use and then the rise of psychosis and other situations. And you're right, we don't know for sure. There have been plenty of people that have snapped and had, terrible incidents with domestic violence. So just overall, it's horrible. But yeah, so sorry to start your day off so heavy, but I think it's important to talk about. All right, we'll take a break. On the flip side, coming up at 8:05, Mary Bird, who's the president of the Kiwanis Club in Alexandria, will be here to talk about a big fundraiser coming up this next weekend. So stay with us.
You've been listening to Talkback. The opinions expressed were those of the hosts and callers, and not necessarily those of Cenlaw Broadcasting.
AM 970, FM 104.9, KSYL, and KRRV 100.3, HD3, Alexandria.
This is CBS News on the Hour, your home for original reporting.
I'm Deborah Rodriguez. Warning shots fired at an Iranian cargo ship near the Strait of Hormuz before American Marines seized it, putting a new round of U.S.-Iranian peace talks in jeopardy. Correspondent Charlie Daggett from Tel Aviv.
This morning, Iranian officials described the capture of that merchant vessel as a hijacking and an act of piracy. Now, we know that ship had been identified under U.S. sanctions, but it's not exactly clear what it was carrying.
Iran says it hasn't decided whether it'll join peace talks in Pakistan. U.S. Ambassador to the UN, Mike Waltz.
Anybody who has dealt with the Iranians will tell you it is often 2 steps forward, 3 steps back. They're incredibly slippery. They can't be trusted.
The ceasefire runs out Wednesday. The U.S. military has attacked another suspected drug smuggling boat in the Caribbean. CBS's Vicki Barker.
Aerial video released by Southern Command shows a white flash, then massive flames engulfing a speedboat. The accompanying press release claims 3 male narco-terrorists, its words, were killed in the, quote, lethal kinetic strike on a vessel operated by designated terrorist organizations. No supporting evidence was offered, except to say the vessel was operating in a known narco-trafficking route.
Now to the nation's deadliest mass shooting in more than 2 years. Police in Shreveport, Louisiana, say a former National Guardsman went on a rampage against his own children. CBS's Jason Allen is there.
The coroner's office released the names, the ages of all those children, 5 girls and 3 boys, all between the ages of 3 and 11 years old. Elkinson previously pleaded guilty to a weapons charge. That was back in 2019. Police are still investigating what it was that led up to this incident.
7 of the 8 victims were his children. Police say the suspect shot and critically wounded his wife and another woman before police killed him. Business owners can sign up starting today if they believe they're due money back from the government for tariffs ruled illegal by the Supreme Court. CBS's Jolene Kent says the process isn't so simple.
The burden is falling on individual businesses, the importers, to get their money back. So it's called the CAPE portal that goes live today on the Customs and Border Patrol's website. Businesses should apply there. Then their request has to be approved before payments go out. That's expected to be about 60 to 90 days.
Pope Leo's still on the road in Africa. During his second day in Angola, he said his primary mission is to preach peace to the people of Africa and not to the White House. This is CBS News.
What is going on?
What's going on here?
How is this possible?
Great storytelling starts here.
Oh, come on.
Why? It's time for 60.
Just hearing the word IRS can make people break out in a cold sweat. No one wants to deal with the IRS, and now you don't have to. The good news is Legal Tax Defense has been successfully negotiating with the IRS for more than 15 years. It doesn't matter how much you owe, whether it's $5,000 or $5 million. You deserve the best in the business on your side, and that is Legal Tax Defense. Even if you're working with someone else and just want a second opinion, there is no cost or obligation to call. They can prevent levies, liens, wage garnishments, even file back tax returns. And the best news about Legal Tax Defense is they won't take your case unless they know they will reduce or eliminate your tax debt. Call Legal Tax Defense right now for a free no-risk consultation. 800-265-7681. 800-265-7681. You have nothing to lose, but everything to gain. 800-265-7681.
Book bans and attempted ones are still at record highs.
The American Library Association has released its annual list of the most challenged books in U.S. schools and libraries. Patricia McCormick's Sold, a novel about sex trafficking in India, topped the list. Other targeted books include The Perks of Being a Wallflower and Gender Queer. The ALA recorded challenges to more than 4,200 different works, nearly matching last year's record. The group indicates that many challenges now come from government officials and activists rather than concerned parents. Steve Kathan, CBS News.
Melrose Place and Days of Our Lives star Patrick Muldoon has died. His manager says the actor suffered a heart attack. He was 57. Muldoon posted to Instagram 2 days before his death. He was looking forward to a new project starring Chris Hemsworth and Taron Egerton. Deborah Rodriguez, CBS News.
Louisiana Radio Network, I'm Jeff Palermo. Tragedy in Shreveport on Sunday as 8 children are shot to death.
I just don't know what to say. My heart is just taken back.
Shreveport Police Chief Wayne Smith was left speechless yesterday morning following the murders of 7 siblings and a cousin ranging in age from 3 to 11. They were all shot execution style by 31-year-old Shamar Elkins, who was the father of the 7 siblings. Elkins was later shot dead following a police chase. Shreveport Mayor Tom Arsenault says it's senseless.
This is a tragic situation, maybe the worst tragic situation we've ever had.
A 9th child was able to escape. 2 women, including Elkins' wife, were also shot. Investigators say this stemmed from a domestic disturbance. Shreveport Councilwoman Tabitha Taylor was inconsolable.
This is not a freaking joke. This is real. And this is the result when someone snaps.
I'm Andrew Greenstein.
Louisiana Radio Network. The Louisiana Senate has approved legislation that could allow veterans and others suffering from PTSD and chronic depression to have access to psychedelic-assisted therapy. Mandeville Senator Patrick McMath's legislation would give opioid settlement dollars to academic health centers to conduct clinical studies to determine if alternative treatments such as psilocybin and ibogaine work.
We're removing some barriers that currently exist in state law to allow greater access to this type of research, but also research in this case is also treatment.
The measure is awaiting discussion in the House. Senate Finance will be going through the House-approved budget over the next several weeks. Senate President Cameron Henry remains opposed to doubling the funding of LA Gator, the state's voucher program. Henry says LA Gator is only a year old, and the state should see whether the students in the program are improving academically and whether the state is receiving what it's spending.
Let's go back and make sure we're doing everything we can to make sure we're getting the best price for it, whether it's the contract to run the program, which is done by Odyssey.
Louisiana Radio Network.
The world once needed lots of paper made right here in central Louisiana. Now we're making a comeback with clean methanol. Beaver Lake Renewable Energy will turn Louisiana wood into fuel, creating hundreds of direct and indirect jobs and giving loggers a steady market again. It's not just a plant, it's a promise to our land, our people, and our future. Visit beaverlakerenewable.com and find out how we're putting Central Louisiana back on the map.
Well, I hope you enjoyed your weekend. Good morning. Our forecast calling for another nice day today with sunny skies. 78 for the afternoon high. We'll see a light northeast breeze becoming easterly during the afternoon at about 5 to 10. Partly cloudy tonight. We'll go down to 52 for the overnight low. Then clouds roll into the weather picture for the next couple of days on Tuesday and Wednesday with a slight chance of some showers both days. From the Sedlaw Broadcasting Weather Center, I'm Dave Gratian.
Talkback is sponsored by The Clinics. With 18 providers and 3 locations, someone can see you today.
It's Talkback, Central Louisiana's longest-running talk show. Whether it's the guests or the callers, Talkback is where Central Louisiana begins its conversation.
All right, welcome back, everyone. It's time for hour number 2 of Talkback here on your Monday. Al Quartermon along with Stephen Maxwell, and happy to help promote and tell you about a big crawfish boil that is coming up, a fundraiser happening this Saturday with the Alexandria Kiwanis Club. And joining us is the president of the club, Mary Bird. Good morning. How are you?
Good morning.
First thing, you're going to have to take our word for it. She's actually here, but
Yes.
we're not going to show you on camera.
I woke up late.
She feels like she's not made up enough to be on camera, but Stephen and I both think you look absolutely fine.
Oh, yeah, you guys are so generous.
I really do. I mean, no lie.
Yeah,
I didn't put on
appreciate
makeup
that.
either. So we're
It's not makeup. It's lotion or something.
Well, hey. That is the one thing I've had past female co-hosts, and they have lamented the camera thing. That means I got to put my makeup on instead of with radio where you can just put your hair in a little bun. Come in
That's
wearing,
what I got.
Wearing t-shirt and sweatpants.
Yep.
But yeah,
Tennis shoes.
now the camera. Well.
Hey, this is the real me.
That's it.
This is when my husband wakes up too.
I think he's doing okay.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think he's complaining.
Okay.
You guys got the big crawfish boil coming up. Big
We sure
fundraiser.
do. Yes, it's huge. We've been around for 89 years, and this is our 32nd crawfish bowl. This is one of our big fundraisers based on giving everyone, like the Key Club, the YCP, which is the Youth Challenge Program at Louisiana National Guard, scholarships. And so our Terrific Kids, which takes children who meet goals to come out fishing, having fun. We donate money throughout the years. We put out some money to CASA. We do teachers, school supplies, as you know, Stephen, on Red Wine and Martin Park. So it is huge for us to do this and maintain what we want to do for our projects. And our projects has got to be kids. And then another thing we just started, which my daughter started, which was CKI, which is Circle Club International at LSUA. So now we have to raise money to give them scholarships so that they can, as they become seniors. And, we just want to encourage kids and keep them going. And so, but anyway, it starts at, the date is the Saturday. Wow, we're here.
Yeah, coming up. We are the week of.
Yeah, y'all, it's going to be great. It starts at 4 to 6, and we're going to have pretty much all you can drink, which is like beer, soda, wine, stuff like that. It's not the full bar, but everybody wants some beer with their crawfish, right? Mm-hmm. And so we're going to have as much as you want to eat on the crawfish, just eat it there. So
It's gonna be a lot of fun too. It's at the camp as well.
It is. If you know anything about Tioga, where the Pentecostal camp is on that service road. You just keep passing the Pentecostal camp, POA, and you look to your left, and Kiwanis is right there. Drive up. We'll be at the conference center. We'll have tables, chairs, and they'll be out there bowling that crawfish. Check-in is at a tent. You can buy tickets there. You can get tickets with any Kiwana member. You can go online. We're on Facebook. We're on the website. You can find us, and we can reply back to get you some tickets.
Or you can hit me up. I got tickets to sell. So,
yeah, me too.
You got to get them sold. So, but I mean, you know, the ticket it's good for like 2 people, right?
Yes, it is only $100, and it's all that what I just mentioned for 2 people. So to me, that's value. Because when you go to sit down at Swamp Daddy's or wherever for all you can eat or whatever location that does that, I mean, it runs about that much when you start drinking. So, but anyway, yeah, we're going to have a band. There's going to be some live music, and it's just a really good time. And knowing that you're helping children is more heartwarming than anything. This is why I do what I do. This is why I've been there for so long, and it's all about the kids. That's all I do.
And this is a good opportunity if you're interested in the mission. Come to the meetings on Tuesdays and join the club.
Absolutely. We accept all. Now, the meetings are at Bricadas on Tuesday. We love our Bricadas. That's off of Coliseum Boulevard. And you can just walk in. We'll introduce ourselves, and you can kind of listen in, and then we can get you a membership application. But we love to, we have all ages. It is a variety. There's some of the old ones that have been there a while, and then there's some of us new ones who have a lot of energy. So we got you.
Is that every Tuesday?
It's only the 1st and the 3rd and 4th, because the 2nd is our board meetings, and the 5th we don't have anything going on. So yeah, it's the
1st, 3rd, and 4th Tuesdays.
Yes.
3 times a month.
Yes, and they got lunch ready by 11:30. We usually wrap it up around 1, and we always have a phenomenal guest speaker, which Stephen knows. He did an interview recently.
Yeah.
So we try to get some really good speakers for y'all.
Alan, we need to get you on board.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Time?
What's that?
You got time for it? Al's going to join.
I usually have class on Tuesdays around the noon hour.
Oh, man.
Otherwise, when I retire, I'll
next semester you can just not schedule something.
Okay.
Yeah, anybody, let us know. Like I said, we're on Facebook. It's called Kiwanis Club of Alexandria, Inc., INC.
I see that.
And then we have a web page, and you can message us there, and we'll be graciously happy to respond back to you and get you set up. We have conventions that you can go to. Also, there's the, Kiwanis Club has been around for decades. So we just went to the Natchitoches, that's the mid-year. And then we go to the annual, which is going to be Kenner this year. So it can be fun. I mean, it can be a lot of fun, and we enjoy it as long as you understand the mission is for kids.
Yeah.
Because that's all we do. And that's right up my alley, knowing what I do for a living. But anyway.
All about the kids.
All about it.
And like I said, come join us Tuesday. Come to the Crawfish Boil this Saturday. It'll be at the Tioga Camp. Is there an address on there for that, people who listen?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, right. It just says Kiwana Camps in Tioga, Louisiana, which, like I said, if you even pull up...
It is 6977 Pentecostal Way.
Yeah, that's it. Because you pass up the Pentecostal POA campgrounds, and then you find us.
Starts at 4 o'clock.
Yes, 4 to 6.
So here's what you do. You skip breakfast and lunch, and you come super hungry.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, get ready to eat some cooked crawfish. Bernard's is cooking for us. And let's see.
I'll be serving your drinks.
You will?
Nice and cold.
All right.
Bucket called me. He's like, I need you to do it. All right, I'll be
he did. Okay, cool. I'll be out there just kind of making announcements and seeing if everybody's okay, if they need anything. And but you get potatoes, corn, and sausage. Did I mention that?
No.
Man, you get all that. Yeah, I just did, didn't I?
Yeah.
Hey, look, it's the full Cajun way to go about. We got beer, wine, sodas. Yep, it's everything on there. So you're going to enjoy it. You're going to enjoy the company, the music, and heck, you might get up there and do a little juke or something when you or work on.
Yeah, Steven's a good dancer right here.
Oh, is he?
Not at all. Horrible.
Yeah.
All right, I can juke a little bit.
But you guys did a lot of good too. You gave out school supplies to the kids at Alma Red Wine in Martin Park a couple of weeks ago. So that's just one of the many things we all do at Kiwanis to help out.
Yes, and the key clubs closely. I'm talking every Alexandria school, and then we focus on Terrific Kids with all of the. We look at with Jeff Powell, and we look at how he's doing, where the schools are, and the ones who are struggling. Those are the children we pick for the Terrific Kids. And if when they meet their goals, because we expect them to, we're bringing the whole classroom out, and we do crafts, and we feed them pizza and soda, and then they get to fish on our lake, because we do have a lake. That's another perk to a membership for being a Kiwanis Club member. You get to fish out there. You can take your boat, but only run your trailer motor, because we went out there, and you can't run a motor in that lake. But I enjoy bringing my girls. We fish, but it's enjoyable. You can also rent the where we're going to have the convention center for weddings, parties, reunions, senior parties, birthday parties. Also, there's the lodge for businesses like, any kind of professional business that wants to have a really nice area, which is a very nice club. So we offer a lot at Kiwanis, and I enjoy the camaraderie. We're really pretty tight-knit group, so I really like it a lot.
I think we have a call coming in. Let's go ahead and take that. Good morning, you're on Talkback. Hello? Oh, guess not. All right. Thought they're going to talk to you.
Man.
But a lot of people don't realize, too, like, you may or may not have heard of Kiwanis, but Key Club's a big part of it, too. You've probably heard that as well.
Yes. Alexandria, Senior High, Peabody High now. Man, Peabody High is rocking it. Their student is now the lieutenant governor. She went to the big meeting that they had for Key Clubs, and they voted her in.
Wow.
And they wanted the whole Key Club to go, but unfortunately it was in Natchez, and they don't let buses go out of state, so they managed to be able to drive a certain amount up there. But yeah, congratulations to her. It was very exciting, and they just got started, so they're hyped up. They're really doing great. And then we have Menard trying to talk to Bolton. We can get over there and get a sponsor. We'll be happy to start up a Key Club with Bolton. So anybody listening?
Sure they would.
Yeah. So yeah, we really want to hit all our Alexandria schools, because that's where we focus our hope. And then, that's our territory. So we want to make sure we help all kids. And then, of course, LSUA is in Alexandria. That's why we focused on starting the collegiate club out there. And this is their second term. So they voted for new board, and it's rolling. So if you're at college and you want to get involved in a very good organization, it's good for your resume. Go see CKI or look for the billboards. On the billboards, they put papers, flyers up, and you can go online and find them too on Facebook.
Awesome. All right. Mary Bird has been here talking about the fundraiser coming up on Saturday. Starts at 4 o'clock at the Kiwanis Camp, which is located in Tioga. $100 per ticket. And that's for two people to get crawfish, corn, sausage, beer and wine.
Potato.
And potato.
Beer, wine, soda, water.
All right. All right.
If you don't drink.
Should be a great time. All right. Mary, thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thank you for having me. I appreciate it. Y'all have a good morning.
You too.
Talkback is sponsored by The Clinics. With 18 providers and 3 locations, someone can see you today.
Dan owed an unbelievable amount of money to the IRS.
I got behind on my taxes. It's a horrible feeling.
He was in denial.
And when I got those letters from the IRS, you wanted to act like they didn't exist.
Finally, Dan turned to Optima Tax Relief, the leading tax resolution firm. A-plus rated by the Better Business Bureau, they've resolved over $1 billion for their clients.
Optima got me a settlement with the IRS. These people are really people-friendly. It was every bit of a new lease on life for me.
The fast action and the great results made Dan's head spin.
I felt like I was in a dream, but it's real. And I have paperwork to prove it. They got the job done, and life is good.
For tax help you can trust, call Optima now for a free consultation.
If you're worried about what's going to happen with the IRS, stop worrying. Make the call now.
Call 800-343-6460. 800-343-6460. 800-343-6460.
Optima Tax Relief.
Testimonial from an actual client. Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
Tired of that same plumbing issue? Call Southern Air Heating and Cooling. Plumbing problems, large or small, Southern Air will fix them all. And you'll get service with no delay from certified technicians the very same day. Take advantage of our $99 drain clearing special and our 0% financing for those larger jobs. Call Southern Air Heating and Cooling at 318-777-5555 or visit us online at southernairnow.com. The official heating and cooling provider for LSU football.
My name is Christine, and I'm a widow. My husband, Ryan, was a healthy 34-year-old, and 3 months later, he was gone. Thankfully, he had life insurance. Ethos made it so easy. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. 100% online, no medical exam. Life insurance didn't take away the loss, but it did give us the space to just grieve.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/save. Ethos.com/save. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm, and Chuck McDowell definitely not an attorney. This is Chuck. If someone talked you into buying something really silly and you want to get out of that silly little thing, my advice, get the facts. Call me and I'll send you our timeshare exit kit absolutely free. Inside, you'll learn how timeshare works and all your options for cancellation.
Call Wesley now for your free exit information kit. 800-909-9696. 800-909-9696.
If you'd like to take part in the show today, call the BOM Bank talk line at 442-8255. That's 442-TALK. And remember, if you're looking to purchase or refinance your home, call Christina Bagwell at the BOM Bank Mortgage Department at 448-2430.
Now back to Talk Back. 970 AM, 104.9 FM, KSYO.
All right, we're back with you here on Talk Back on this Monday morning. Al Quartermont along with Stephen Maxwell. Our phone number, 318-442-8255. Time for us to open up things and let you call in and talk about whatever you would like to talk about here on this Monday morning. I see you got to try... You finally found your place with Popeye flavor.
Yeah, Palmetto's has Popeye now. It was fantastic. Went there Saturday and brought the family, and it was good. It was really good. Cool experience.
So it's a green looking stuff. What does it taste like?
It's basically mint or spearmint with bubble gum, green bubble gum. And you're thinking, oh, it tastes like mint bubble gum. Not really, but it's good.
Okay.
It's good. I don't know how to explain it.
Yeah.
And it used to be at every snow cone stand, and I went there and got it. And where else did I know Kathy's Frigid Frog down the road is getting it as well. And then I went to Super Cones yesterday right next to my house on Versailles, or my apartment. And the owner came out, and he's like, man, I thought you'd be at Palmetto's. I was like, well, we just had to drop by and get something real quick. And he goes, all right, I'll get Popeye. If you really want it, we'll get it. I just could never sell it. And I was like, well, we're bringing it back, baby. We're making it happen. And I was telling my wife when I got home, I was like, yeah, you're going to have all these saints and good Christian people go up to heaven and like take an account of their lives on what they did for the kingdom. And I'm going to get up there. And I was like, oh, well, you looks like you brought back the Popeye snow cone flavor.
That's your major contribution.
That's my major contribution to life. And
wow.
And I'm glad you all can experience it now.
Well, hey.
We won't let it die. And I was thinking maybe keep the flavor and change it to a different green affiliated character because Popeye is kind of antiquated. A lot of people know who Popeye is. So maybe we can call it like the Yoshi or something. I don't know. Call it the owl, maybe.
It's sad that we live in a day that people would know who Popeye was.
That's what I'm saying. If you don't know who Popeye is, you're really missing out. I even shaved my head to look closer to him.
Yeah. That was definitely a show I used to watch a lot when I was a kid.
Oh, yeah? Did you like spinach because of it?
No. Never got on the spinach train.
Wonder how much the spinach industry paid for Popeye.
Yeah, really.
I think about it. think they made some cash off that.
Strong to the finish because he eats his spinach.
That's right.
It's Popeye the Sailor Man. Choo-choo. Then in the 70s, they had like a real people version of it. And it was Robin Williams as Popeye.
Really?
You ever see that movie?
I'll have to see. Let me see.
And, who is it that played Olive Oil?
I see it. Wow. 1980.
1980. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Olive Oil was played by Shelley Duvall, I would think.
Yep.
Not sure who Bluto was.
Was it Ray Walston? Paul Dooley?
Ray Walston.
Bluto was Paul Smith.
Paul Smith.
Sweet Pea was Wesley Ivan Hurt.
Sweet Pea.
J. Wellington Wimpy was Paul Dooley. And Peter Bray was
Wimpy.
Oxblood Oxheart the Fighter.
What was Wimpy's catch line? Do you remember? I'll gladly pay you Tuesday for a hamburger today. He was trying to always welch off people.
Man.
Yeah. He was a deadbeat.
Well, Popeye was a character himself, so
yeah,
may have to watch this.
Yeah. Massive forearms. Good forearm strength.
He would have been a baseball player.
Yeah, true.
Oh. That's the key to being a home run hitter.
That's right. It's all in the forearms.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, what a show.
Go get yourself a Popeye snow cone, support the cause. And go to your local snow cone stand and say, I really wish you had Popeye. It'll make life better for everybody.
There you go. It's Stephen's personal crusade, and so far, at least one outlet has responded.
If I could use it for good, my obsessiveness, maybe I'd be better off. It's pretty good.
The important matters of life.
Spearmint's also a great flavor, too.
Ooh, yeah.
You don't like snow cones, do you? You don't look like a snow cone guy.
It's not. No, I do. I guess they have sugar-free versions, huh?
Yeah. They're not nearly as good.
Yeah. Well, they never are.
They're there.
Yeah.
They are there.
Just got to watch those blood sugar spikes,
There are some things that I like better that are sugar-free, like coffee creamer. It tastes better. You get coffee creamer that's sugar-free, like the one I have in the fridge in there. The Coffee Mate Harry Potter Butterbeer sugar-free flavor. It's pretty good.
Do you check the ingredients?
Oh, I don't care.
Probably full of seed oil.
That is the least of my worries, Al. Give me a break.
That's because you're still at an age where your health isn't as impacted by what you eat or drink. But the day is coming.
But you know me, I actually pay attention to those things.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's like you live in a world surrounded by all these sweets and all this junk. Sometimes you just need something because you're just, the temptation's always there. So it's like, do I pick the real thing and then get heart disease in 30 years?
Maybe you
get obese or just take.
Maybe you just need some fresh cream.
Or just
right from the cow.
Take a little L and drink some seed oils in the morning. I don't know. Some aspartame.
A little L. Oh, gosh. All right.
I know you. This is how Al gets his creamer in the morning. He just goes out to the farm and squeezes an udder, and all the microbes and the bacteria are burned by the coffee, so it's all good.
That's it. Now you know.
Louis Pasteur was an idiot.
I've told the story before of why we had to go to pasteurizing milk.
I'm sure it's great. You want to do it again?
Yeah, the short form industrial revolution. People moved to the cities, but they brought their cows. They couldn't keep them in their yards, so they had these big, industrial warehouses that they kept the cattle in. But they weren't getting grass fed. They were getting scraps from whiskey industry and things like that. They weren't getting enough sunshine, so eventually people drinking the milk were getting sick because the cows weren't healthy, so the milk wasn't healthy. But for thousands of years, people have drunk it straight from the teat.
And died.
It'd have been fine. It'd have been fine.
No, I hear you. I don't think we should be drinking cow's milk anyway, probably. I prefer the milk from an almond. You know what this reminds me of, and we're gonna get really off track here, is the scene off of Meet the Parents.
Yeah.
When Ben Stiller milked the cat.
Yeah.
You milked the cat, Greg? You You squeeze its little teats.
Yeah. Classic.
That's, you know me, I always say this is a top 5 greatest movie. That is probably my top 2 to 3.
Really?
Like, legitimately.
Yeah.
I've seen it 55 million times.
Ben Stiller's such a
so
dork.
Like, that's the greatest movie ever.
Yeah.
And then whenever you get married, it's even better.
Yeah. Owen Wilson's pretty funny in it, too.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll be right back with more calls.
This is a Bloomberg Money Minute. Some negativity on Wall Street this morning as crude oil futures gain on all the fresh headlines from the Middle East. Meantime, watch for some drama this week over Fed policy and interest rates. President Trump's picked to be the next Fed head, Kevin Warsh, will testify before the Senate Banking Committee tomorrow. Google plans to announce a new generation of custom-designed chips known as Tensor processing units at the Google Cloud Next conference in Vegas this week, as it further challenges NVIDIA. Businesses can now start claiming those tariff refunds after the Supreme Court struck down some of President Trump's tariffs as illegal. Customs and Border Protection says importers and brokers can now start claiming refunds online. And are you feeling extra hungry this 420? Dozens of restaurants offering buy one, get one's freebies and limited edition items today, recognizing the extra appetite for them today, this 420, as maybe more people than usual get the munchies. KFC and Wingstop among those really leaning in. Denise Pellegrini, Bloomberg Radio.
Hello, I'm Mike Nichols, and I'm a candidate for Congress here in the 4th Congressional District. Linda and I raised 4 children, and we have 5 grandchildren here in District 4. Our great-grandparents helped settle Louisiana's no man's land. We have a long history of being blessed with natural beauty, including forests, streams, and rivers. Let's keep our heritage and culture here in District 4. Please vote for Mike Nichols, the right Mike for the job, number 30 on the ballot. Early voting starts May 2nd, and Election Day is May 16th. I paid for and endorsed this message.
Craig's Cleaners is now looking for some good employees. In particular, Craig's is looking for people with cashier experience and who have a valid driver's license. It's a pretty sweet job, too. Monday through Friday from 7 a.m. till 6 p.m. with no weekends. That's right. Here's your chance for every weekend off. So if you're interested in working for Craig's Cleaners, please apply in person at Craig's main location at 1746 Elliott Street, Alexandria.
Got a big day ahead of you? Then it's best to fuel up with some of Sinlaw's best at Bricato's restaurant. Walk right in and just smell that home-style cooking. Place your order, take a seat, and do breakfast right till 9:30 this morning. Get fresh biscuits, eggs any way you like them, melt-in-your-mouth pancakes, grits, hash browns, sausage, bacon, even wraps and sandwiches. And don't forget their fresh brewed coffee. Bricato's restaurant, 28 West, right across from the Coliseum. Your breakfast is waiting for you.
Well, I hope you enjoyed your weekend. Good morning. Our forecast calling for another nice day today with sunny skies. 78 for the afternoon high. We'll see a light northeast breeze becoming easterly during the afternoon at about 5 to 10. Partly cloudy tonight. We'll go down to 52 for the overnight low. Then clouds roll into the weather picture for the next couple of days on Tuesday and Wednesday with a slight chance of some showers both days. From the Sedlaw Broadcasting Weather Center, I'm Dave Gratian.
970 AM, 104.9 FM, KSYO. Now back to Talk Back.
I milked a cat once. You want to hear a story?
Sure.
My sister had a cat, and the cat birthed a litter of kittens. Must have been 30 of them. And there was this one little runt, this little sweet little engine that could run, who could, wanted to get up there and couldn't really get access to the teat.
Dad.
What have you. I went in and just simply, just into a little saucer, and then took the saucer and fed it to Geppetto. That's what I named him, Geppetto.
I had no idea you could milk a cat.
Oh, yeah, you can milk anything with nipples.
I have nipples, Greg. Could you milk me?
Okay, can we change
Oh, classic. If you've never seen it, which I'm sure you all have,
yeah,
time to get on board.
Meet the Parents.
And everyone Meet the Fockers better. But it wasn't near as good as Meet the Parents, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Meet the Parents is classic.
Is that the one with the Circle of Trust?
Yes.
All right, let's go to the phones.
Oh, and speaking of marijuana, the Puff the Magic Dragon scene and Meet the Parents. Remember, he puts on Puff the Magic Dragon as him and the dad are going to the store, and he's like, and the dad was suspicious about him. He's like, it's about the old Puff the weed, It's all these weed references today.
That's true.
My goodness.
I know. All right, to the phones we go again. Good morning. Thanks for waiting. You're on Talkback.
Yeah, that was kind of an interesting discussion after the first hour, or first half hour, we're dealing with the situation in Shreveport. Al, you're from Grant Parish, correct?
You're correct, sir.
Is your coroner there still an insurance salesman?
I'm not sure, to be honest.
I remember some years ago when there was a nurse at one of the local hospitals who was running for coroner. And the reasons why was because the coroner was an insurance agent.
Okay.
Apparently, there's no requirement that you have anything to do with medicine to be a coroner.
Okay, interesting.
But anyway, I guess the main reason I called was I got a Facebook message from Chuck Owens over the last night, and he went into great detail his objections to carbon sequestration. And anybody reading that discussion, and obviously Mr. Owen does a great deal of homework, couldn't possibly support it.
Okay.
So it's something that you guys might want to have him come on and discuss the issue. And of course, in all fairness, have somebody who's for it come in and try to counter his arguments.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll try to work on that.
Yeah. Well, good luck.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it. All right. I just looked it up quick, and per the Louisiana State Coroners Association website, Grand Parish Coroner is Dan Fletcher, RN. So,
registered nurse?
Yeah. Apparently not an insurance agent anymore.
Okie dokie.
Now we know. But
yeah, we'll have someone who is we'll talk about carbon capture in the video we're going to post in the Sunlight Update exclusive a little bit with Chris Massengill with Louisiana Central, their reasoning behind supporting it, and of course we'll look at all the other sides too. So,
yeah.
But you could almost have called us the carbon capture show for a couple of months there.
Right. I feel like we've covered every angle of it. Now, one of the guys we had on, I guess it was a year ago now, was Mike Nichols, right? And he is now running for Congress against Mike Johnson. And I think that was the deciding factor for him to get into the race, was it not?
Pretty sure that's why he got involved with politics.
Yeah.
He's from Pitkin. And we had, like Al said, we had him on the show a couple months ago, and his reasoning behind being against carbon capture, he's worked with, I think, the state for quite some time in the environmental sector. So, I'm sure we'll hear from him before the election. We'll reach out to some of the candidates of the bigger races.
Yeah.
Try and get them on if y'all were interested in that. But yeah, that's a big issue for a lot of people in Central Louisiana in the upcoming election. Might be the reason why a lot of them will vote a certain way. For the rest of the state, who knows what they're thinking. But District 4, where Mike Johnson is, that stretches all the way from the top of the state down through Bossier, Caddo, Vernon. I don't know what the most southern parish is. Is it Vernon? I'm trying to think. Probably.
4th Congressional District.
Yeah, Louisiana 4th Congressional.
I have to look it up quick, but.
Yeah, oh man.
Let's see if we can find a map.
Yeah, and it goes down to includes cities of Minden, DeRidder, Ruston, and Monroe. So if it's DeRidder, it includes Beauregard as well. So But it is the Speaker of the House, so that'd be a very difficult race to win. And if you look at the 4th congressional district, and then you see the cutout from District 6 in the middle.
Yeah.
So stupid.
So stupid. Because like where it comes through Alexandria, it's like almost as narrow as the Strait of Hormuz.
Yes. Yeah. Pretty wild, isn't it?
Yeah. That is the dumbest district ever. And we can thank our legislature for that.
Such a confusing story, and I haven't really heard what the latest is on that. So
yeah.
Oh, it goes all the way to Calcasieu Parish. So, wow, okay. You know, it has Lake Charles in it as well. Interesting.
Does it have Lake Charles, or does
Part
it
of
circle
Lake Charles.
around Lake Charles?
It says Calcasieu Parish, Lake Charles, also part of the 3rd Congressional. So part of the city is probably in the other as well, which doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me either.
No. Politics, man. All right, we'll be right back.
KSYL. This is Dr. Jonathan Hunter with the clinics. We provide primary, family, and chronic care along with gastroenterology, podiatry with on-site lab and x-ray services. I'm pleased to welcome family physician Dr. Noah Miller to our team. We are currently accepting new patients and same-day appointments are available. If you're admitted into the hospital, our doctors will see you there as well. Most insurance and Medicare are accepted. The clinic's on North Dalton, 445-9823, and online at theclinics.us.
Hey, it's Matt Moscona inviting you to join us for Monday's AFR presented by Relief Windows. We'll recap the Tiger scrimmage in Tiger Stadium and LSU's weekend at the box against the Aggies. So join us for Monday's AFR presented by Relief Windows 3 to 6. Alexandria's 94.7 ESPN.
Hey, it's me, Gus the Gopher for Atlas Energy. I dig all around the yard. Occasionally, I bump into a utility line and get a headache. But if you hit one with your gas leak, disrupt service or worse. So call 811 at least 2 business days before you or someone else digs in your yard to have those underground utility-owned lines marked. It's free and it's the law. You dig what I'm saying? For more on safe digging, visit atmosenergy.com/811.
970 AM, 104.9 FM. Yeah. That's why to take part of the show, call 442-8255. That's 442.
Have you heard that at all?
I have not. Well, I mean,
I wonder if people would be more agreeable to it all here if they heard that. Like, oh, well, if it's going to Texas, well, let's go ahead. You know,
yeah, but we're hearing from people in Rapides Parish who it's not going to be stored in Rapides Parish. It's going to be stored in Vernon.
Right.
But they don't want the pipelines going through their area.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that's going to do it for them. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot, but if I had to put money on it, I'd say it's going to move forward. just like the AI data centers. And, it's not set in stone yet, but it's something that is looking very likely.
Yeah.
Could be more than one. And that'd be what groups like Louisiana Central would say. The AI data center would be a huge boon for the economy here. It would create hundreds of jobs, and it would be high-paying jobs for the area. You're talking 70s, 80s, 90s. And for the average job at that AI data center. And so they think it's going to be huge for this area. And they'll point to the one in Richland, the Monroe area. They'll say that it's already generating more money than they ever expected.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a tough one because you understand the concerns and the hesitation we see from some, but the rhetoric that you've heard, Al, for over 2 decades in central Louisiana is we need that next big thing.
Yeah.
And it looks like you might, on paper, that could be it. A lot of people say that it's not as big as a lot of industry leaders say it is, but it's something,
Mm-hmm.
And then in the interview with Massengill, he'll talk about some of the concerns people have when it comes to the environment, water usage, electrical usage, and kind of give the explanation behind that. And one thing they'll point to is that technology has gotten significantly better just in the past couple of years when it comes to putting these together and how they run and operate. And so he says that mitigates a lot of those concerns. But that is what they say, and I'm sure it's going to go to the local governments, and you'll hear both sides of the story.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if you're here, Applied Digital, who bought that land, and you see all the work being done in Boise, they're not going to run the data center. They just set up the site. They build the site and then sell it to, let's say, Google or Meta or one of the other 5 companies.
Gotcha. Yeah. All right. So according to Jim Butler with the Rapides Parish Journal, an England Authority executive session happening later today will discuss that data center. And it says a number of them says that the session seems certain to raise the hackles of skeptics. A number of them pose questions about the project's potential impact on water supply and electricity costs. At the February meeting, assurances of no ill effects from those familiar with the dynamics of the proposal didn't seem to mollify the objectors. At the time, it was said back and forth with Applied Digital was ongoing, with many blanks left to fill. Today's confidential update, keyword there, allowed by current interpretation of the public meetings law, regards that dialogue according to the posted agenda. Also in the crowd in February were several elected officials from jurisdictions with a common interest, though not expressed on record, how payments in lieu of property taxes would be distributed and how much. The property acquisition, which was $25 million alone, increases the total parish valuation, as will assessed value of the finished product, which in turn affects ad valorem receipts. Will all the payments in lieu go to public bodies? Will part go elsewhere? So just among the questions, apparently, that are being raised about the entire thing. So that happens at 4 o'clock today, the regular England Authority meeting.
But executive session, so you're not really going to hear anything.
Yeah. Well, so, all right, let's go back to the phones. Good morning. You're on Talkback.
Hey, Steve, Al, Brad, what's going on, man?
Man, how are you? What you up to these days?
I'm hanging in there. I've just been building a massive network up here. I got a side gig from a friend that needed some help, and yeah, I figured I've been listening in my headphones, even though I'm not supposed to in some of these buildings, but I do all week. So you guys had a great week of shows last week. Yeah, you guys had a great week of shows, and you talked on Friday, and you said that there wasn't a heap of callers. Last week was one of the busiest weeks I've ever had in my life. I don't know what happened. I think everybody else everybody else did too. But in regards to the data centers and stuff you guys are talking about, I've been in this tech industry a long time, and what's happening that they're not talking about is all these data centers that are being built, they're going to be kind of obsolete unless the tech evolves or is needed. That of energy, because they're cutting in half everything that it took for the last few years to run AI. Like all the NVIDIA hype and everything, if you notice, that's starting to come down with their stock. The reason why is because we're not going to need those NVIDIA chips, because we can go to the Goodwill of the Salvation Army, pick up an old computer, and we're going to be able to run the same AI. You can run it from your phone now, and it doesn't even have to go online. Now, it's limited, and of course, you're not going to be able to make, great caricatures of you two in the morning doing a morning show, as anyone will tell you they can make the greatest image from Grok or whatever. Mm-hmm. But you still can get information. You know what I mean? You can still do it. And what I'm really concerned about, and nobody seems to be mentioning, is if you look at it as a trend, everyone in town, in the city, comes to these meetings. They're packed. And they're screaming to these bureaucrats and electives and anyone in charge, we do not want it. We don't want it. All the people say we don't want it. And what is the first thing that is done the second the meeting is over? They pass it and they just go right through with it. Yeah. Why are none of these people concerned about being reelected? That's my question. Because if you were concerned about being reelected, you would ask what the people want and you would follow it from it. And they're just doing what they want. And it seems to me that there's only a couple things that could be happening. They're compromised, they're blackmailed, they're taking payoffs, or are they not? And do we really need this? Explain to a 30-year tech guy why you need it when he can sit in your meeting and tell you you're not going to even need a quarter of that power in 2 or 3 years. And I have proof that this is how technology evolves. Look at a processor. When a quad-core processor came out years ago, everyone was like, "Oh my God, this is it. We're going to go to another galaxy with a quad processor." I'm still rebooting that same computer every morning, and I'm still having to start over. So I just think that it really. I have to ask myself: Are the elections rigged more than just what we are starting to think about? And why aren't they scared of us when we keep telling them we don't want it and they just do it? What's going on? We have a lot of concerns about our water being used. In Indiana, they're taking farmland like you wouldn't believe. There is a video out there, and this woman goes down the road for like 10 minutes. It is massive. I mean, you think like a company like Hewlett-Packard out west or Subaru plants here in Indiana are huge. This is massive. So anyone that's against this, bring that up. Go look it up. It's about cutting the energy in half and how they can use AI, because I just think there's something really fishy here. And I'm sorry, I've been here long enough and I've seen enough things going down that we all know when it's one story today, it'll be another story tomorrow.
That's true. That is so true.
Yeah. Anyway, you guys have a great week, man. I'll hopefully have a little bit more time here to bring in some cool things that I've been working on and got in my RSS feed.
Sounds good, brother.
We'll bring up some great conversations. You have a good week. You too. Take care.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
We'll be right back.
Talkback is sponsored by The Clinics.
I'm Blake Miguez, and I approve this message. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. I'm Blake Miguez. I'm a 7th-generation Louisianian. My family has been part of this state for centuries, built businesses, raised families, and lived by the values that make Louisiana, Louisiana. Conservative groups rated me the most conservative candidate in Louisiana's 5th congressional race. And President Trump gave my campaign his complete and total endorsement, calling me a MAGA warrior, because when he needs someone in Washington who will fight hard, he knows he can count on me. President Trump has counted on me. Louisiana has counted on me. I won't let either one down. I'm Blake Miguez, Trump's MAGA warrior. I'm ready for this fight, and I'm asking for your vote.
Paid for by Miguez for Louisiana.
Need office supplies, janitorial supplies, or office furniture, either new or pre-owned? Then look no further than DTW Office Supply, with wholesale prices on a large selection of top quality products, all with the personalized hometown service that you deserve. We're proud to serve the entire state of Louisiana with daily deliveries right to your door. Visit us today at 1219 MacArthur Drive or online at dtwofficesupply.com. That's DTW Office Supply, your trusted partner for all of your office needs. Quality, value, service.
It's the first day of the first grade, and she found a new best
It's a laid-back Sunday afternoon you wish would never end. The homemade taste of Bluebell and good friends gathered round. The good old days are being made right now.
Introducing Bluebell Pro, a dessert with up to 12 grams of protein and 110 calories or less per serving. Low fat, no added sugars, and gluten-free. Dig into a pint. It's more than just protein. It's Bluebell Pro. Never has high protein tasted so good.
The good old days are being made right now. The good old days are being made right now.
970 AM, 104.9 FM, KSYO. Now back to Talk Back.
All right, everyone. We are just about out of time. A little over a minute left. And Steven, got a busy day ahead?
Couple things. See what happens. Kind of up in the air things.
Yeah.
I know that wasn't exciting. There's your tease, folks.
Is that a listener benefit tease, would you say?
Was the, what did all the news directors hate in the TV world where you say, coming up next hour, news and sports.
That's right. You're not telling me anything.
The next hour, another TV show.
Yeah. Hey, just quickly, local baseball, LCU over the weekend had a big series, winning 2 out of 3 from LSU Shreveport. So that was a nice bounce back from the week previous. And as a result, they will get a home playoff game in the first round of the Red River Athletic Conference, a best-of-3 series that'll be played Friday and Saturday. And then whichever team wins will go up to the 4-team double elimination tournament, which will be coming up the weekend after up at Sterlington. And LSUA, their baseball team, also they won their weekend series, and they will also host next weekend. Looks like Texas A&M, Texarkana. So some good local baseball going on right now. Hopefully you guys can get out and catch one of those games over the weekend. All right, that'll do it for today. It will be Nathan and Steven with you tomorrow. Matt Ritchie won't be here tomorrow. We had to switch him to Thursday because he'll be out of town. So look for that on Thursday. Anyway, have a great day, everyone. We'll talk with you again.